Hello ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to Planet Crafters with myself, Oswald Lyric Vividar. This is episode 12, Uranium Mine 1 and 2. So I decided to skip the last step just so I can get this up and running for you. Just simply put, because I can and I want to. So first things first, I'm going to suggest that we get some food on the go. We're going to need at least 12 of these, so let's not waste any time. So we need 12 bottles of water. I've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 12 bottles of water. Need 12 iron, which we'll get from inside this chest. And then we're going to need 12 aluminium on top. So we just get these up and running first. Now, you may ask why that many. Well, you don't have to have that many, but I do. 1, 2, 7, wonderful. I'm just going to re-put that one down. Ah, wonderful. Okay. We'll have 3 there, why not? And we'll have 2 there. Right, so next bit up, we're going to need to grab some seeds. I would suggest that you grab 4 bean seeds, 4 of those seeds, and 4 mushroom seeds. And there you have it. So we've now got some food on the go as well. And the only reason being is that we're now going to have 4 of each on the go. And the reason I'm suggesting that is, one, because we need eggplants for making oh my god, what they're called, fertilizer. We need the eggplants to make bioplastic nuggets, and we also need some form of food supply for ourselves so that we can particularly keep ourselves rock and rolling, which we're going to use the beans for, because the beans are pretty much the highest ones that you can get, so they're going to give us the highest value. What we're also going to do now as well is we're not going to bother with this with the T1 nuclear generators. We're going to try and get the T2s up and running. The problem being with that in mind is the fact that unfortunately we haven't got the biolab unlocked at the moment. I swear we had biolab open. Yeah, we have. So where is my biolab gone then? Oh, there it is. So we're going to go and open the biolab. And we can start pinning things now as well. So if ever we want to craft something, we just pin it to the top. It's not a very good pinning system at the moment because, let's be fair, unfortunately it's a bit crappy, but it's not a big deal. So what we're going to do, we're going to come out the back end, and we're just going to put the biolab on the back end of this one, like so. So that means now, whenever we want to craft something, we've just got to come into here to do so. So we'll come around the front of this, come over to this screen, click on it, and we can start crafting stuff. So we're going to need bioplastic nuggets, we're also going to need fertilizer, and we're also going to need explosive powder. Everything else we don't need to really worry about at the moment, but those are pretty much fundamentally the items that we're going for. So yeah. So what we want to do with that being mined and set is that we now need to think about making sure that we've got enough power to supply all of that. So at the moment we're on 134, so this is what this mission is all about. We need to see how many rods we've got available to us. We've got 5. Don't forget we've also got what's in our chests, that's full up, which means we can always turn them uranium rods into more uranium rods so that we've got plenty of power, and we've got 5 generators already. Now if you think about this, 3 of these is basically 1 of these, right? So all we've got to do is take some items over. We need sulfur and iridium, and we can create some explosive powder, basically, in a nutshell. So we're going to create explosive powder, and then that way we can then craft 2 of these, because what we're going to do, we're going to upgrade what we've got here, which is going to give us back some super alloy, but we need an extra water bottle to make them, right? So if we take 3 of these down, that's going to give us literally 6 bottles. It's also going to give us back our uranium rods. So all we're going to do, we're just going to disintegrate them down and just basically recraft them. So we're not going to take anything else out with us. We're just going to literally go outside, disintegrate them down, and then basically just remake bigger ones. So we'll take that. Yes, at the moment we've now got no power, but okay, tell you what, I need some iron. So we'll have to come back and grab some iron, because we're going to need to make some platforms as well. So let's just take some iron out. We'll just double up the iron platforms, just so that we've got somewhere to host our power. And then right here on this corner, and then take these 2 down, which gives us back our uranium rods. We haven't got, and there you have it, just 1 of those is now supplying us even more power than what we did before. So we're going to come back inside, grab another uranium rod, and to be fair, we could probably just get 2 more up and running. Alright, let's go grab some sulfur and a iridium, get an explosive charge together, or explosive powder, and then that way we know then we've got plenty of power. It's always good to just produce a little bit more than what we actually need, because let's be fair, you never know when we're going to run out of power. So for me, I'm just going to craft 3 of them and have them up and running. And now I know I've got enough. And as you can see, we've got loads and loads of power, 696, and now I've got lots and lots of super alloy back that I can just throw in this vault. Oh god. Which will come in handy for later, because let's be fair, we're going to need lots and lots and lots and lots of super alloy. And especially when we're thinking about setting up these drills. I mean, yeah, fair enough, we're going to be setting up 10 drills, that's 270 power to gone. And we're also going to be doing things like, you know, lots of grass spreaders, etc, etc. We're going to be putting out a lot of different stuff, so it's going to, you know, and each location is going to have a shredding machine as well on top. It won't at the moment because obviously we're a very short supply of osmium, but eventually we want a shredding machine in every location. So we're going to come back outside. Oh no, we're not. We're going to eat something first, just to top ourselves back up. We're going to go to our first location. So we want to go to the, oh god, it would be good if we took the bits that we need. I'm going to have to remind myself to not forget this time. Right, so how much oil do we need? Oh, so let's do that. So 2, 3. Okay, it's only 3. I believe it's 3 of those as well. Yeah, well done. 2 of them. 1 of them. So we're going to fly over to the first uranium mine. So we're going to head towards the crash ship in the desert area. And there's a reason behind this. Obviously we want to go inside the uranium mine, grab all the uranium, grab anything else that's inside, and then bugger off home. We might want to grab a storage chest because we're no doubt likely going to be full of uranium by the time we leave, and probably is going to be a chest inside as well. We're not going to get any of the chests in the area, that's going to be left for a later date. But by all means, if you want to collect them, collect them. It's just not going to be contained in this part of the guide, it will be further down the line. But there are a lot of chests around, it's just I won't be taking those chests until we come to the area to actually, what's the word I'm looking for, explore the area. So down here, underneath all of this, you'll find at the back end of it, up here, you'll find just over here your uranium mine. So I'm going to actually put my uranium mine trigger over here. If I remember rightly, yeah, there's a cave. Actually, I will put it over here, why not? It's right by the fucking mine. It's better off if we put it in here. So, if I just dump that there, with the doorway there, and then add that there, pull that. Uranium mine 2. So this is the uranium mine 2. And what I'm going to do very quickly here as well, just because I'm overly concerned on not having enough space to take everything back with me all at once, I'm also going to open up one locker just to be on the safe side. Just need to find iron. And like I said, this is a good reference for different locations, so it now means that if you're ever in this area, you can always have someone somewhere now to top up your resources if you're ever alone, drop any resources off if you've got any, and yeah. So if we come inside, we're going to start collecting all of the lovely uranium that's inside of it. You'll see the glow, so if you see a glow, there's probably uranium there. It's a nice little mine shaft as well, so I can't believe I forgot to take a picture of the uranium. Oh, I can, I'm a nugget sometimes. Right, that's the way out. Come back in. And there you have it. Just going to make sure that we've got everything. Which I do believe we do. And then what we're going to do, we're going to come, lovely, we're going to transport ourselves home. Obviously in this one I'm going to have to transport myself back because I'm going to drop the stuff off and then we're going to go to the next location. So pretty much we're going to probably end up keeping some of the items on us because hey we're probably going to need it. If not, it doesn't really matter. I do like these little drop points. They're very handy to have. You know, if you're ever out and about and you're struggling, you know, you can always top yourself up in these places. I also sometimes, or when I first started playing, I used to put a craft station inside, so you know, if I was venturing out and I needed to make water, I could always make water. Obviously once you start running out of ice, you're doomed, so it's just a case you can't. So now it's really not a lot of point because water is in, ice is in short supply. There's only a handful of places you can actually get it in. And then we'll drop this off, block off. And then head out to our next location. We'll also check on our food supply as well, because if it's done, it's 83%. So once we finish this match, or finish this episode, we can, you know, we can, yeah. So again, going to have to take a resource drop point. So it's going to be 3 of each. Well, not 3 of each. Yep, those resources. I'm really sorry, I need a pee, so bear with me just 2 seconds. I'm just going to dash off and go for a pee. Sorry about that, just needed a pee and there's no way I could hold it for that long. I was busting. Right, so we're going to come out the door and we're going to head towards the aluminium mine this time. Oh, do you know what I did forget? Oh no, I didn't. I turned it green. Oh, well done you. For a second there, I didn't think I'd turned the sign green. So we're going to come through the aluminium mine, and there's 2 ways we can go. We can either head back up the hill towards the down ship, or we can come through this spiky area. I'm going to show you the route through the spiky area because, hey, why not? So we're going to come into this spiky area, and then there is a little alleyway, I believe, through here. That takes you towards the mine. And then down on the floor right outside is the chest, which we're going to pick up as well. So we're going to set up the usual resource drop point and beacon. What on earth is going on with my spelling today? There we go. So pick up the chest and then head inside. I would suggest that we get a couple of pieces of iron, because I definitely know for a hand here that I am going to run out of space to transport goods, so it would be a good idea just to throw everything inside, and then that way we can always transport back. You can do that on your own though. You don't need to watch me keep going back home. You know where home is, so and we're not going to make any upgrades. So in this episode, so there's no real point, and I'm not going to build anything else either. So this is only so we know we're not going to run out of power, and obviously at this precise moment in time we actually haven't got any. I was hoping. Okay, right, we'll just put that there. Yep. I can't even remember what I was talking about now. I've lost track of time. I do believe that's everything. I could be mistaken though. I swear it was bigger. What's happened to my Allen? I swear it was bigger last time. Maybe it wasn't then. Okay. Never mind. It wasn't bigger. Okay, so I'm going to leave the cobalt at home. In fact, I've got way too many of those. I actually want to take the cobalt with me. Bugger it, we'll leave those behind. So we'll transport ourselves back to base, but I'll just leave them there because I know for a fact I've already got 35 eggplants. I don't really need any more than that. And it can stay there for the time being. And then once inside, we're just going to literally just drop everything in. Okay. Is it me or have my seeds disappeared? Oh yeah, of course they have. Idiot. I'm using them. Oh, fucking hell. What a twat. I was wondering where my seeds had disappeared to, but I've just realised I set food up. Wow. Just wow. Right, so we're going to pick some food. And what we'll do, we'll also set up a vault for food. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of the vault. Right, where can we put food? In here would be good, wouldn't it? Right there will do. There you go. So now we're going to tip this over as well, because I tell you what, now we've got some of that, we can start making some of this stuff. Now you're probably wondering why I'm not bothering to grow squash at the moment. It's just I don't see the point. We're not really ready for fertilizer T2. I can start growing it, but I just don't see the point at this precise moment. Eventually, when I get a bigger facility for growing food, once I get my bigger base, I will do, but for now we don't really need it. So what I do want to do is just get enough eggplants, so as and when we come back, if they're 100%, we're going to collect them. The problem being is we're probably not going to have the the algae for the fertilizer, but we are going to need some, and we're going to need bioplastic nuggets to do that with as well. So yeah, hence the reason why mushrooms, etc, etc. So we're now looking at trying to get that facility undone. So we're going to be looking at doing algae generators at some point, when we get enough heat for it, and obviously our own water supply. Again, that's at 50 MTI when we actually build our bigger base. So yeah, looking forward to that, to be fair. So yeah, all we really got to do is just keep grabbing the food. Now I've used the seed, I feel stupid for not bringing back the seed, but never mind. We've just explored both locations, so we now know where them two are as well. So we can, you know, at a later date when we get T2 drills, or shall I say ore extractors, we can start mining uranium. Sadly the T1s are only for things like iron, all the basic resources: iron, titanium, magnesium, silicon, cobalt, iridium, and sulfur. The T2s will be for osmium, zeolite, superalloy, uranium, and obsidian. So yeah, and then the T3s just allow you to basically extract one resource, and that's it basically. So I'm going to dash off. I'm going to make myself a cigarette, and then I'll see you in the next video. That probably won't be until tomorrow now, considering how late it is, and I don't really want to be making a large amount of noise at this precise moment in time. So yeah, unfortunately, given the situation, I believe it should really be bedtime. It's quite late, it's like 5 to 10 now, so I kind of want to just get my head down. So I shall see you in the next, and that will probably be at some point tomorrow afternoon. So I shall see you then. Cheers guys, ciao.